Okay, so AI translated manga has been kind of a big topic over this last month. I mean, if we're being honest, AI art has been a huge topic of conversation worldwide for a very long time. But there have been some things happening with manga translated by AI that I just kind of wanted to talk about. So one of the first things that kind of made me interested in like reading about this manga translated by AI was back in December of 2023 when Ancient Magus Bride announced that they will simultaneously publish English releases of the manga. And one of the companies behind this was Mantra. And if you've never heard the name Mantra, Mantra is an AI-based company that a bunch of big publishers have invested in. They invested almost $5 million. There's also another company named Orange that was invested for almost $20 million. And some of the companies that invested is Shueisha, Kadokawa, and Square Enix. But let me just say this before we kind of keep going with this video. I don't know if AI translation is going to get more prevalent in the industry. I have no idea. If any of the reactions to this news, I know this is going to be surprising, it was negative. Whoa, I know, shocking. So much so that Japan Associates of Translators have honestly commented about this and talking about the excessive reliance might turn human translators from valuable human resources into throwaway commodities. One of their comments was like, hey, listen, dude, if AI takes away the trust from your consumers, it makes piracy a more viable option. Because if the consumers don't trust the translation, not only that, and I know me personally, right? I'm a consumer. I don't know if you know that. But me personally, if you hear about that this AI is taking jobs away from people and this industry becomes very, for lack of a better term, robotic, while you want to support the creator that's creating this work, can you really support the physical work, the actual publishing? That becomes a hard question. And I can definitely see people just going to fan translated versions of it, scans, or, just piracy in general. Because why not? If, and Mantra says this themselves, it's just scanning speech bubbles and translating the characters from that into English. And let's not forget Crunchyroll. We all know how Yuzuki's family's 4 sons went, and they had to actually take down the episodes because, boy, that translation was a little rough. But still, even Crunchyroll CEO says that the AI translating subtitles is a market they're heavily interested in looking into. Because, as a corporation, the faster we can translate this stuff, the quicker it gets out, the lower the cost. If you look at it from a dollar amount, which obviously we know, hey, your bottom dollar is the most important, it's the most important thing. Listen, creativities, people's jobs? No. We cut cost by 50% though, so, pretty good. Means a higher quality product, obviously. Was that condescending? I apologize. I try to be very positive with these videos, so I apologize. Hopefully, I'm sorry. Because I think that's what it's really about, is they can pump it out quicker. One of the other companies, the Orange, that, raises the $20 million from the venture capital arm of the state-backed Japan Investment Corp. So you think they're big anime fans in the Japan capital arm investment group? The JIC? You think the JIC? Huge anime and manga fans. I love it, dude. They keep up to date. They are so up to date with the latest chapter of One Piece. They love it. They love it so much. But this Orange company want to quadruple the output of manga with AI translated stuff in the next 5 years. And that's what I really think it boils down to for them, is the quickness. How fast can we publish this stuff? Because if a chapter can get released and then immediately, in a day or two, be completely translated for a different audience, and they even can branch out to other territories, and I think one of the articles I read was talking about India and how it can help them get a foothold in different territories with this translation tool. But while it might be inevitable that AI is going to create, I mean, it's already done it. You know, we got phones with AI, Apple Vision Pros, Adobe Photoshop, all of these things have AI. And honestly, I think we're going to see more and more of the fallout of people losing jobs. I think that's the reason that I wanted to make this video and talk with you guys about it. And I thought you guys would find it interesting. Hopefully you do. But as well, I think it becomes a completely different story. And I think it's already happened, and it's going to happen more and more and more, is when you're taking jobs away from people. Because the way I look at it, right, is there might be but there is 100% people's livelihood depending on their job. And so while it's creeping in everywhere, it's extra sad to me that it's like the manga industry and these translators and these people probably, maybe it was their, dream to be a translator or something like that, or just to work in the manga industry. So to keep hearing about like this funding is going here and this AI thing is happening here, it sucks, man. Because as we've seen time and time again, and I already brought up like the Crunchyroll anime subtitle fiasco, there's been, I believe it was a cyberpunk manga that was completely AI generated art and dialogue. And even so, there's been stories about AI translated manga that had to kind of be redone because, well, it's not a person checking it. And this is the other thing that kind of, like, why? Is they say they're going to have this program, but they're also going to have humans proofread it. Here's the thing, all right? Whoa. If you're going to have a human, like, proofread it or make sure the translate is accurate. I know this is going to sound crazy. Hold on. Wait. Hear me out. Why don't you just let them translate it to begin with? Maybe just let them translate it from the beginning. Skip a step, But that's just my thought. What would I know? But there is a shining ray of hope. They're the shining ray of hope through Dark Horse Comics. Here is what they said about AI translating. Dark Horse Comics was originally founded to establish an ideal publishing atmosphere for creative professionals and maintains this focus on supporting independent creators to this day. As such, Dark Horse does not support the use of AI-generated material in the works that we publish. Our contracts include language stating that the creator agrees that the work will not consist of any material generated by computer artificial intelligence programs. Dark Horse is committed to supporting human creative professionals with our business. Here we go. Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, when I read this, I looked at my Berserk Deluxe hardcover editions, and I was like, you might be some of the most expensive manga that I have in my collection, but I am so glad that I own you. I did. I looked at the Hellsing Deluxe editions. I was like, all right, baby, worth it. Worth it. And like I said, while I believe that AI is kind of, it's impossible, especially in the creative fields, it's going to happen. And hopefully, and they are working towards it, to put kind of laws and rules in place that it can be an addition and be helpful instead of just outright getting people out of jobs. We can only see, time will tell with that stuff. I think it's stuff like this, stuff like Dark Horse. It's just going to be like, no, we're good. We're okay. Like we support the, human creatives, and we have stuff stating as such that we will not allow any AI generated stuff in the works that we publish. And it's going to be a company by company basis. And I think us as consumers have to make the decision of if companies do the AI translations, even if it's amazing, even if it's perfect. I think we all have to kind of just personally, for each individual, make the decision, are we going to support this company because they're super fast and I can get the newest chapter in an hour? Or companies like Dark Horse and such that are like, yeah, it might take a while for us to publish this, but a human's hand has touched it, and the people in the creative field have a job because of it. But I don't know. I've been reading about this for the last few days and I wanted to make a video about it. Hopefully you enjoyed it and found it interesting, because I've been really interested about how they are going to merge AI with the manga industry, in all industries, to be honest. So hopefully you enjoyed it. And as always, I wholeheartedly appreciate you guys, especially the ones made to the end of this video. It means the world to me. And as always, I hope if you're having a bad day, it gets better. If you're having a good day, it becomes fantastic. I'll see you next time.